I feel like when you first start shopping for a gown, there's lots of terms that kind of get thrown around, and even more importantly, you might not know what sort of jewelry to wear with them because you don't want it to be too much or too little. So we're going to talk about 4 different necklines today and how to find the perfect jewelry to go with each dress. Strapless still tends to be one of the most popular neckline options. It's basically defined by obviously no straps and a straight line all the way across. And I would say one of the key things to keep in mind if you do choose to go with strapless is just to make sure you have the perfect fit. Alterations are really key. We're seeing more and more statement necklaces on the bridal runways as opposed to sort of the delicate jewelry that we've seen in the past with bridal gowns. So I say if you have a strapless gown, to really go for a statement piece that's gonna stand out. Something like this necklace with crystals and pearls and really sort of dresses it up and adds some interest because everything is sort of sleek and simple up top. This gown also does not have straps or sleeves, but this neckline isn't actually referred to as strapless because it's not a straight across line. This is the sweetheart neckline. And as you can sort of see, it's a little more curvy and it sort of looks like the top of a heart. A more substantial piece definitely works for the sweetheart neckline, and I've sort of chosen a necklace here that has a bit of a drop to it, so it nicely fills in that space where the curve of the heart is. And I also like the idea of injecting a little bit of color with your jewelry. So don't think that you have to stick to just clear crystals or white pearls, because something with a beautiful pale green or some pale pink or blue can look fantastic. The V neckline obviously has straps, unlike the other 2 necklines we just looked at, and it is defined by the V shape that you can see here in the bodice. Something good to keep in mind is that the V neck tends to be flattering on a number of different body types. And the other thing is that it tends to be nice for like a fuller bust because it kind of opens things up, but it stays put. I could see a really delicate strand of pearls or like a smaller necklace working well, but what I really like is sort of the openness and the shape of this neckline, which is why I would recommend, instead of a necklace, a long dangly sort of glamorous chandelier earring, because then you do get some sparkle up near your face, but you sort of leave this open and really nice and airy. The last neckline we're going to talk about today is the halter neck. It sort of wraps around the neck and leaves the shoulders and usually the back bare. So it's very elegant. With a dress like this where there's like lots of beading and embellishment around the face, I wouldn't want to do too much in terms of accessorizing. If you're going to do earrings, do more of like a stud, something kind of simple, and instead I would try and balance this crystal detailing with like a beautiful, really blingy cuff on your wrist, so it sort of pulls the eye down and kind of coordinates the look without cluttering up your neckline. So we've touched on 4 different necklines today: strapless, sweetheart, V-neck, and halter. And I hope I've given you a better understanding of what those necklines look like, who they're flattering for, and how to accessorize them.